Good morning! Okay, quick quiz. Do you think that you are better than the average salesperson? Yes or no? Write it down. You have 5 seconds. Go. Okay, you're back. Listen, it's a well-worn statement by psychiatrists and therapists that most people think that they are smarter than the average person. Most people think that they're smarter than the average person. There was a Wall Street Journal article, and it was, what's today? It was somewhere in mid-July. It was one of the weekend articles where they talked about this subject and talked about the average person, and they actually proved it. They did a survey, and they realized that 70% of men thought that they were smarter than the average person, and 59% of women. That to me is a warning sign. Now put that together with this. You remember that article, or I'm sorry, that book that I asked you to read the other day? It was maybe a month ago now. It was called Never Split the Difference. It was by Chris Voss. In that book, Voss says, smart people make bad negotiators. Smart people make bad negotiators because they think they know everything. It's the ones that aren't smart, that don't think that they know everything, that make good negotiators because they ask obvious questions and they find things out that nobody knew. Now, if you are of age, you will remember Lieutenant Columbo, Peter Falk. And he had this kind of a lazy guy's way, and he was very folksy, and let me ask you a question. And it was just simple stuff, and he'd wear people down. But he clearly was never believing himself to be the smartest person in the room. Okay, so now how do you put all this together? It got me thinking. If we think that we are better than more talented than the average salesperson, does that make us think to ourselves, my clients love me? Do you think maybe we're saying that we're making assumptions that are getting us in trouble? Maybe this is something that you are suffering from and you don't even know it. Because if you start thinking to yourself, my clients love me, they're not going anywhere, we're solving that account, these are terrible assumptions to make. You should constantly show humility. In fact, I did a closing coaching call with a sales rep, a young sales rep that I've been working with. I think he was about 25 or 26 years old. And he said, let me ask you something, Bill. Can you give me 3 recommendations to help me along in my career? What should I do? And the first thing I said to him was, keep asking that question. Keep asking that question. Show some humility. And it's funny because you can hear it in people's voice that they think to themselves, yeah, no, I know it all. I'm all that in a bag of chips. And these are the ones that typically get in trouble. Continue to show some humility. We all need it, myself included. See, but the irony here is that you have to have some hubris. You have to have some confidence to be a successful salesperson. So if you can find that balance between, yes, I'm very good at what I do, and if you don't do business with me, you're crazy, that kind of selling confidence with an attitude that says, there is no finish line. I have to constantly work to earn that next customer and earn that repeat order, you will find success. And the most successful people are humble. So, have a great selling week, everybody. Check your answer to that question. Do you think you're better than the average salesperson? And we'll talk next week. So long.